treasure at the bottom of the sea. In the 17th century, there were many Spanish sailing ships called the galleons that carried gold and jewels from Americas to Europe. In September 4, 1622, two galleons called the Nuestra Señora de Atocha and the Santa Margarita left Cuba for Spain. Just a day later, both ships sank during a terrible storm. Although the lost ships were known to certain huge amounts of treasure, nobody disturbed them for the next 350 years. Despite the numerous efforts, no one was able to find them, and they became known as the Ghost Galleons. In 1969, a treasure hunter named Mel Fisher set up a company, Treasure Saver, to search for the Ghost Galleons. Fisher used to be a farmer, but since 1962, he was work at the sea searching for lost ships. He was so successful that he could afford to set up his own company. His boat, Holy Fully, began the search in 1969 in an area called the Middle Keys, near Florida. Fisher had studied diaries and reports from the 17th century, and according to them, the Atocha has sunk there. But Fisher found nothing and decided to get the help of Uranie Leon, an expert in 17th century Spanish history. Leon soon realized what had gone wrong. Some of the islands in the area had been renamed, and the Holy Fully was looking the wrong place. Leon redirected the search into the tiny Marquesas Key. It was 2 more years, however, before the team found a new silver coins and the gold bars from the Atocha. Then, in 1973, they found 4,000 silver coins and 3 silver bars stamped with numbers that proved they came from the Atocha. The treasure was extremely valuable, but the ship itself was nowhere to be found. It was expensive to continue the search, but Fisher didn't want to give up. He concentrated instead on finding the Margarita and started to look for an area called Quicksands. To start with, just a few pieces of treasure was discovered by the team, and then last they found some half-buried piece of wood. It was the Margarita. The diver continued taking objects from the Margarita for another 2 years. So stories about the find appeared in newspapers around the world, and the treasure was eventually sold for 25 million pounds. Fisher was rich and famous, but he was still determined to find Atocha, and in 1985 he continued his research. This time he concentrated on an area called the Hope Channel. Finally, on July 20, Fisher found hundreds of silver bars and chests of silver coins lying on the seabed close to Atocha. It taken 16 years, but at last he found both ships. Now is the end of the video. Bye bye and see you next time.